Nobody saw this explosion coming. Not even the producers who thought they'd seen it all on Basketball Wives LA. Jennifer Williams and Evelyn Lozada, once inseparable besties turned bitter frenemies, just went nuclear. What started as playful shade at a glam brunch turned into a full-blown verbal war that had everyone in shock. The moment Jennifer slammed her glass on the table and said, "I'm done pretending, Evelyn, you're fake," the entire cast froze. Cameras caught every second of the chaos, and fans haven't stopped replaying it since. According to insiders, the feud had been brewing for weeks. Tension over loyalty, old secrets, and whispered betrayals finally boiled over in front of everyone. Evelyn, known for her fiery temper, didn't hold back either. She leaned in with that iconic smirk and said, "You wouldn't have a storyline without my name in your mouth." That one line set social media ablaze. Drinks were thrown, friends were divided, and even the producers had to step in to separate them. But behind the chaos, there's a darker truth. One that might explain why Jennifer finally snapped, and what secret Evelyn has been desperately trying to keep hidden. And trust me, this truth changes everything. The brunch was supposed to be a classy, drama-free event, a chance for the Basketball Wives LA ladies to reconnect and move forward after weeks of tension. But if there's one thing fans have learned about this group, it's that peace never lasts long. Evelyn Lozada showed up in a sleek white outfit, radiating calm confidence, while Jennifer Williams arrived moments later in a black designer dress that screamed, "Don't test me." From the second they locked eyes, everyone at the table could feel the tension crackle like static. Malaysia tried to lighten the mood, raising her glass and saying, "Let's toast to new beginnings." But Evelyn barely clinked glasses before turning her head toward Jennifer with a smirk. "Some of us need to learn what new beginnings really mean," she said sharply. Jennifer's eyes flickered with disbelief, but she didn't say a word. Not yet. She'd promised herself she wouldn't let Evelyn get under her skin this time. But when Evelyn kept going, tossing casual shade about loyal friends who love to play victim, Jennifer finally lost her composure. "Girl, are you talking about me?" Jennifer snapped, her voice steady but her hands trembling slightly. Evelyn leaned back, crossing her legs and giving that signature glare. "If the shoe fits." And just like that, the calm brunch turned into a storm. The other women, Brooke, Jackie, and Brandy, looked at each other nervously. They'd seen this energy before, but this time it felt different. The air was heavier. There was real emotion behind Jennifer's voice when she stood up and said, "You've been running your mouth about me for weeks, Ev, telling people I'm jealous, that I'm desperate for airtime. I'm sick of it." Evelyn didn't flinch. "You are desperate. You flip sides every season just to stay relevant. First you're my friend, then you're my enemy. Which one is it today, Jen?" Jennifer's response came fast, almost shaking with fury. "You're mad because you can't control me anymore. You want everyone to kiss your ring like you're the queen of this show, but newsflash, people are tired of your act." The room went silent. Even Jackie, who usually loves chaos, sat frozen, watching the two women unravel years of friendship in real time. Evelyn stood up slowly, face to face with Jennifer. "You wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't for me. Don't forget who brought you in here." Jennifer laughed bitterly. "Oh, please, Evelyn. You didn't make me. You just thought you could use me, like you use everyone." That line hit deep. The table shook as Evelyn slammed her purse down. Brooke gasped. "Okay, y'all, this is getting out of hand." But neither of them was listening. Jennifer's voice cracked with emotion as she continued. "You talk about loyalty, but you've stabbed more people in the back than anyone on this show. You turned your friends into enemies just to keep your name in headlines." Evelyn's expression hardened, her voice cold. "And what about you, Jennifer? You want to talk about betrayal? Let's talk about the rumor you started." "Yeah, the one about me and that married man." The entire room froze. Cameras zoomed in. Brandy's eyes widened as she whispered, "Wait, what rumor?" Jennifer blinked, caught off guard. "You mean the rumor that you started yourself when you were trying to play victim?" Evelyn's tone dropped dangerously low. "Don't play dumb, Jen. You told the blogs that I was seeing someone's husband. You wanted to ruin me because you couldn't handle me being in the spotlight again." Jennifer shook her head, furious. "You really think I'd go that low? You've been lying to everyone, we're pretending to be changed, spiritual, all zen. But the second someone challenges your ego, the real Evelyn comes out." Evelyn took a deep breath, her jaw tightening. "I see you're still bitter. You can't stand seeing me happy." Jennifer laughed, but her voice was shaky now. "Happy? You mean hiding your mess behind Instagram quotes and designer clothes? You're miserable, and everyone can see it. The other women were stunned. What was supposed to be a light-hearted brunch had turned into an emotional bloodbath. Malaysia whispered to Brandy, "They've been holding this in for years." Brandy nodded slowly, eyes locked on Evelyn and Jennifer. The tension was suffocating. Evelyn finally broke the silence, leaning closer. "You better be careful, Jennifer. Because I've got receipts too," Jennifer's smirk faltered. "Receipts, please?" "You've been saying that for years. Never produced a single one." Evelyn's voice dropped. "Keep talking. The truth always finds its way out. And when it does, you'll wish you stayed quiet." Everyone at the table looked shaken. Jennifer, clearly trying to hold her composure, grabbed her purse. "You know what? I'm done. You're not worth my energy." She turned to leave, but Evelyn called out, "Oh, you're leaving now?" Typical Jennifer. Throw stones and run when it gets real. Jennifer spun around, eyes blazing. "You want real? How about this? You're still chasing clout, still manipulating everyone around you, and deep down, you hate that you're not the center of attention anymore." The room gasped. Jackie muttered, "Lord, this is bad." Jennifer stormed out, the cameras following her. Evelyn stood there shaking, her facade cracking for the first time all season. As the door slammed behind Jennifer, Evelyn whispered to herself, she has no idea what she just started. The rest of the women sat in stunned silence. They knew one thing, this wasn't over. Not even close. The brunch was ruined, but the real drama, it was just beginning. Because Evelyn wasn't about to let Jennifer walk away after that. And whatever receipts she had might just blow everything wide open. The next morning, social media was on fire. Clips of Jennifer storming out of the brunch were already circulating online, racking up millions of views in just hours. Fans flooded the comments with hashtags like "Sorry, Team Evelyn" and "Justice for Jennifer," turning the fallout into a trending spectacle. But what no one knew was that Evelyn had been waiting for this moment. She had something saved, something she'd kept in her back pocket for months, and now she was ready to use it. By noon, Evelyn posted a cryptic Instagram story. It was just a single quote on a black background. "Karma doesn't lose addresses." That alone sent the internet spiraling. But it was her next post that truly set everything off. A blurry screenshot of what appeared to be a DM between Jennifer and a man Evelyn had once been linked to. The caption read, "Since everyone wants to play innocent, let's tell the truth." Within minutes, gossip pages exploded. The blogs began speculating that Jennifer had been the one trying to expose Evelyn's alleged secret relationship. Fans went wild, accusing Jennifer of jealousy and betrayal. But behind the scenes, Jennifer wasn't backing down. A source close to her told producers, "Jen feels like Evelyn's twisting the narrative." She didn't start that rumor. She just confirmed what everyone was already whispering. Meanwhile, production scrambled. They knew they had to get both women on camera again. This kind of drama was ratings gold. So they arranged a private sit-down, hoping to clear the air. It was supposed to be calm, controlled, and professional. But with Evelyn and Jennifer in the same room again, calm was the last thing anyone was going to get. When Jennifer walked in, her face was expressionless, cool, poised, unreadable. Evelyn was already seated, flipping through her phone, pretending not to notice her. The tension was thick enough to cut. "Let's just get this over with," Jennifer said, sitting down. Evelyn didn't look up. "You sure you're ready for that?" "Because once I start talking, I don't hold back." Jennifer rolled her eyes. "Girl, please. You've been running your mouth since yesterday. Go ahead, say what you need to say." Evelyn finally looked up, her tone sharp. "You went to the blogs, Jennifer. You told them I was messing with someone's husband." "You made me look like trash," Jennifer fired back instantly. "You made yourself look like trash, Evelyn. I didn't tell the blogs anything they didn't already know." Evelyn laughed, not joyfully, but in that cold, sarcastic way that made everyone nervous. "Oh, so now you're saying it's true?" Jennifer's face tightened. "I'm saying I don't care about your messy love life. I've got my own business to handle." "Don't lie," Evelyn snapped. "You've been obsessed with me since day one. Every time I level up, you come running with gossip, trying to drag me down." Jennifer leaned forward. "You know what's funny? You keep calling it gossip, but you never deny it. You keep calling it gossip, but you never deny it." The air went still. Evelyn's eyes narrowed. "Because it's none of your business." Jackie, sitting off to the side as a mediator, stepped in. "Ladies, let's try to keep this peaceful. We don't need another table flipped, okay? but it was already too late. Evelyn's emotions were boiling over. You talk about loyalty, Jen, but you're the reason half these women don't trust you. You've been playing both sides for years, Jennifer smirked, arms crossed. And yet, you keep letting me back in. Why? Because deep down, you know I'm the only one who's not scared of you. That line hit Evelyn hard. Her composure cracked for a split second before she regained control. Scared of me, please? I just feel sorry for you. Jennifer leaned closer. Don't, because I've got something you don't. Self-respect. That was the final straw. Evelyn slammed her hands on the table, her voice trembling with fury. You want to talk about respect? Let's talk about the real reason you're mad. You tried to expose me and it backfired. Now everyone knows you're a snake. Jennifer didn't even flinch. Snake? Evelyn, you're the one who's been lying about your situation with that man. You played it off like it was innocent, but you were sneaking around for months and you know he wasn't single. Evelyn's eyes widened, the room erupting in gasps. Watch your mouth, Jennifer. Jennifer stood up. Oh, what? You don't like it when someone tells the truth? Jackie jumped between them. Okay. Everybody calm down before security has to step in again. But neither woman was listening. Evelyn's hands were shaking. Jennifer's voice rose. You called me fake, but you're the biggest liar here. You talk about women's empowerment while breaking up families behind the scenes. Evelyn's jaw clenched. You better stop before I expose what you did with Brandy's ex. That stopped Jennifer cold. The color drained from her face. Don't you dare, Evelyn smirked. Oh, I will. Since we're all being honest today, right? Jackie gasped, wait, what? Jennifer turned on her heel. You're disgusting, Evelyn. You'll drag anyone down just to stay relevant. Evelyn's voice followed her as she stormed out. And you'll do anything to stay on camera. Jennifer slammed the door behind her and the sound echoed through the studio. Evelyn sat back, breathing heavily, but that smug smile crept back onto her face. She knew she'd just dropped a bombshell, one that could shift the narrative completely. The producers exchanged nervous looks. They had no idea how deep this feud was about to go. What started as a simple argument had turned into a war of secrets, revenge, and exposure. And the worst part? Both women had dirt on each other. This wasn't just drama anymore, it was personal. And everyone on the cast could feel that something big was still coming. The only question was, who was going to get exposed next? By the next episode's taping, the fallout had spread like wildfire. The Evelyn-Jennifer drama wasn't just gossip anymore, it had become the centerpiece of the entire Basketball Wives LA season. Every cast member had picked a side, every fan account was dissecting the fight frame by frame, and even people outside the show were chiming in. TMZ ran headlines, Instagram blogs turned into battlegrounds, and producers were practically drooling over the numbers. But behind the ratings, there was something darker brewing. Both women were plotting their next move. Evelyn, never one to back down, was on a mission to take control of the story. She met with Jackie in Malaysia at a rooftop lounge in downtown LA. Sunglasses on, energy calm, but dangerous. I'm not gonna let Jennifer play the victim again, she said, swirling her drink. She wants attention? I'll give her all the attention she can handle. Malaysia sighed, clearly uncomfortable. Ev, you know how this goes. The more you feed it, the bigger it gets. But Evelyn wasn't hearing it. No, because every time I stay quiet, she twists it. This time I'm setting the record straight. Jackie leaned in, eyes wide with excitement. So what's the plan? Don't keep your girl waiting, Evelyn smirked. Let's just say, I'm done keeping her secrets. Meanwhile, across town, Jennifer was venting to Brandy and Brooke in a Beverly Hills cafe, her tone fierce but tinged with exhaustion. I'm tired of this woman trying to control the narrative. Every time I speak, she plays the victim. Every time I defend myself, she calls it shade. I'm done being her punching bag. Brooke nodded sympathetically. You've been too quiet for too long, Jen. Maybe it's time you let the world know what she's really about. Jennifer hesitated, her voice softening. You really think people would believe me? She's built this image, this perfect, spiritual, unbothered woman, and I'm always the one who looks like the troublemaker. Brandy leaned forward. Girl, forget that. The truth don't need no PR. You've got receipts. Use them. That was all Jennifer needed to hear. She grabbed her phone and opened her camera roll. If she wants war, she's gonna get one. Later that night, Evelyn's cryptic posts had fans buzzing again. She uploaded a picture of herself at dinner, captioned, "Stay silent long enough, and the truth starts screaming." Within an hour, Jennifer clapped back with a fiery tweet. The truth doesn't scream, it exposes. The internet went wild. Fans were screenshotting, reposting, making memes. Even celebrities chimed in, with one tweeting, "This Evelyn versus Jennifer feud is better than half the reality shows on TV right now." But while fans were entertained, the energy behind the scenes was ugly. The producers decided to film one more confrontation, a last-ditch effort to get closure before things went too far. They booked a neutral location, a chic, dimly lit lounge, hoping the controlled setting would keep tempers in check. But when Evelyn walked in, wearing all red, and Jennifer arrived moments later in jet black, everyone knew peace wasn't on the menu. Evelyn didn't waste time. "So, are we doing this, or are you gonna run out again?" Jennifer crossed her arms. "Oh, I'm not running. I'm standing right here, ready to talk like a grown woman." Evelyn tilted her head. "Funny, you weren't acting grown when you spread lies about me." Jennifer smirked. "You mean the ones that turned out to be true?" The tension was immediate. Jackie whispered to Malaysia, "This is about to go south, fast." Evelyn leaned forward, eyes locked on Jennifer. "You want to talk about truth? Let's talk about how you were messaging that same man, trying to get his side of the story." "You were digging for dirt, admit it," Jennifer shot back. "I was confirming what everyone already knew." "I wasn't trying to hurt you, Evelyn. I was tired of you pretending to be the victim when you're just as messy as everyone else." Evelyn slammed her glass down. "You don't get to decide who I am. You've been jealous of me since day one, Jen. Always comparing, always competing." Jennifer's voice trembled, but she refused to back down. "Jealous, please? The only thing I envy is how easily you manipulate people. You've made a career out of playing the victim, and I'm done feeding that." Jackie tried to interject. "Ladies, come on. This is getting deep." But neither woman was listening. Evelyn's voice dropped to a chilling calm. "You know what hurts most? I actually loved you like a sister. But you're dangerous. You'll destroy anyone if it means you get a little attention." Jennifer's eyes glistened, emotion cracking through the anger. "You loved me? No, Evelyn. You used me. You made me your shadow, and when I finally stepped out of it, you turned on me." For a brief moment, the entire room went silent. The tension wasn't just anger, it was heartbreak. Years of friendship, loyalty, and betrayal crashing down all at once. Evelyn's eyes softened just slightly, but she quickly straightened. "You changed, Jen. You let fame get to your head." Jennifer laughed bitterly. "That's rich coming from you, the woman who's made her whole identity off being the loudest in the room." Jackie muttered under her breath, "This ain't gonna end well." And she was right. Because before anyone could calm things down, Evelyn reached for her phone and slid it across the table. "Since we're all being honest, you might want to explain this." Jennifer picked up the phone and froze. On the screen were screenshots, allegedly showing Jennifer gossiping about Evelyn to one of the producers. Jennifer's voice dropped. "Where did you get this?" Evelyn smirked. "A little birdie sent it." "Guess loyalty really isn't your thing." Jennifer slammed the phone down, furious. "You're pathetic. You dig up old texts just to make yourself look innocent. You can't take accountability for anything." Evelyn stood up. "And you can't take responsibility for what you say behind people's backs." Their voices rose, the argument spiraling out of control again. Security moved closer, ready for the inevitable. As the cameras zoomed in on Evelyn's face, you could see the raw emotion there. Part fury, part hurt, part fear. Jennifer, on the other hand, looked almost liberated, like she'd finally said everything she'd been holding in for years. The confrontation ended with Jennifer walking out once again, leaving Evelyn standing there, shaking her head. Jackie sighed deeply, whispering, "This isn't over, not by a long shot." And she was right, because both women had one last card left to play. And when they did, the entire cast and fan base would never look at them the same again. The chaos didn't stop when the cameras turned off. If anything, it intensified. After their explosive confrontation, both Evelyn and Jennifer took their battle to social media. Fans woke up to a full-blown war of posts, captions, and cryptic tweets that had everyone glued to their phones. Evelyn posted a photo of herself with the caption, "Real recognizes real, and fake gets exposed eventually." Within minutes, Jennifer clapped back on her story. "Keep playing victim, it's the only role you know how to play." The internet lost its mind. Comment sections flooded with arguments. Team Evelyn and Team Jennifer went head-to-head in real time. Memes popped up, Old clips resurfaced, and everyone had an opinion. Even former castmates chimed in, some defending Evelyn's loyalty, others calling out Jennifer's quiet strength. But behind the scenes, both women were unraveling. Evelyn sat in her kitchen, scrolling through the chaos with tears threatening to fall. "I don't even recognize her anymore," she whispered to Jackie over the phone. "We've been through everything together. How did it come to this?" Jackie, ever the mediator, sighed. "Ev, you know how this game works. Once the cameras start rolling, friendships get tested. But girl, you might have taken it too far this time." Evelyn exhaled, frustration bubbling beneath her calm exterior. "I didn't start this, Jackie. Jennifer did. She crossed a line." Meanwhile, across town, Jennifer was sitting in her living room, surrounded by her team and a laptop open to headlines screaming, "Evelyn Lozada versus Jennifer Williams, the feud that shook BBWLA." Her friend Brooke looked over and said, "Jen, people are eating this up. But it's messy. Real messy." Jennifer rubbed her temples. "I didn't want it to get like this. I just wanted her to stop talking about me." Brooke shrugged. "It's out there now. You can't unring the bell." Jennifer looked up, eyes fierce. "Then I guess we finish what she started." Later that week, Basketball Wives LA was filming again, this time for the big group scene meant to wrap up the season. Producers had strategically planned it at a glamorous poolside party, hoping the luxury vibe would distract from the tension. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The second Evelyn arrived in her gold dress, heads turned. Jennifer showed up 10 minutes. Later, rocking an all-black jumpsuit and that signature confident walk, you could feel the air shift. Everyone stopped talking. Even the music seemed to fade as they locked eyes across the pool. Malaysia, standing nearby, whispered, "This is about to go left." Again. Evelyn approached first, her tone deceptively calm. "We need to talk." Jennifer raised a brow. "Oh, you finally ready to tell the truth?" Evelyn crossed her arms. "I'm done fighting. I just want to clear the air." Jennifer tilted her head, clearly skeptical. "You sure about that? Or is this another one of your peace talks that ends with you throwing shade?" Evelyn smiled faintly. "Maybe both." They stood inches apart, surrounded by the entire cast, Jackie, Malaysia, Brandy, and Brooke, all holding their breath. Cameras zoomed in as Evelyn took a deep breath. "You hurt me, Jennifer, not just on the show, in real life. I defended you when everyone called you fake. I had your back when nobody else did, and you turned around and tried to destroy me." Jennifer's eyes softened, but her guard stayed up. "You hurt me too, Evelyn. You belittled me, humiliated me, made me feel small just to make yourself look big. I was loyal to you until I realized your loyalty only goes one way." The crowd went silent. For a brief moment, both women looked genuinely emotional, stripped of the cameras, the fame, the noise. Evelyn's voice cracked. "You could have called me. You didn't have to do all this." Jennifer took a step closer. "I tried, but every time I reached out, you treated me like competition, like I was beneath you." Evelyn blinked away tears, whispering, "You were my sister." Jennifer exhaled shakily. "Then why did you make me your enemy?" The moment hung heavy. You could hear the soft music in the background, the sound of the pool rippling, the faint buzz of the cameras. For once, there was no yelling, just raw, unfiltered emotion. Jackie broke the silence with a shaky voice. "Y'all, this right here, this is what we've been needing. Just honesty." But the peace was fragile and short-lived. As Jennifer reached out a hand, Evelyn hesitated. "If I forgive you," Evelyn said, "it has to be real. No fake apologies, no backhanded interviews, just real closure." Jennifer nodded. "That's all I've ever wanted." But before either could say another word, one of the producers approached with breaking news. A gossip blog had just released unseen footage of their private sit-down from earlier in the season. The unedited clip showed Evelyn admitting to having a personal situation with the married man Jennifer had accused her of seeing. The group gasped. Evelyn's face went pale. Jennifer stepped back, whispering, "So it was true." Evelyn froze, realizing the cameras were catching every second. the peace they had just found shattered in an instant. Jackie muttered, "Lord, not again." Jennifer shook her head, eyes filled with disbelief. "You lied straight to my face. After everything, you lied." Evelyn's lip trembled. It wasn't what it looked like. Jennifer's voice was steady now, calm, cold, final. "No, Evelyn, it's exactly what it looked like. And now everyone knows." Evelyn's tears finally fell as Jennifer turned and walked away, leaving her standing alone by the pool under the glare of the lights. As the other women whispered among themselves, the camera panned in on Evelyn, broken, furious, and exposed. Malaysia whispered to Jackie, "This isn't just drama anymore. This is personal destruction." And she was right. Because this fight had gone beyond TV. It wasn't about fame, or shade, or storyline anymore. It was about two women who once called each other sisters, now standing on opposite sides of truth and betrayal. The season might be ending, but the story of Evelyn and Jennifer, that was far from over. As the dust settled on one of the most explosive showdowns in Basketball Wives LA history, fans were left speechless. The final moments of Evelyn and Jennifer's face-off weren't just reality TV. They were heartbreak, betrayal, and vulnerability caught in real time. Two women who once shared sisterhood, laughter, and loyalty ended up exposing every wound under the harsh glare of fame. Evelyn stood there shattered, realizing that the cameras had captured not just her anger, but her pain. Jennifer walked away, stronger but still scarred, knowing that even when you win the argument, you can lose something far more valuable: trust. The friendship that once anchored them both had become collateral damage in the pursuit of truth. And while viewers debated who was right and who was wrong, one thing became clear: there are no real winners when secrets turn into weapons. In the aftermath, social media lit up like wildfire. Clips went viral. Reactions poured in from fans and celebrities alike. Some called Evelyn a manipulator, others claimed Jennifer had gone too far. Yet beneath the chaos, one powerful question lingered. Is this what fame does to friendship? Or were the cracks there all along? Both women have yet to fully speak out since that final confrontation, and speculation is running wild. Did Evelyn really betray Jennifer's trust for clout? Or did Jennifer twist the truth to get revenge? Sources close to production hint that both sides are preparing their own tell-all moments, and that what we've seen is only half the story. And here's the thing. Every loyal BBWLA fan knows this isn't just entertainment anymore. This is personal. The alliances have shifted, new secrets are bubbling, and Season 13 might just expose everything that's been whispered behind closed doors. So if you thought the fight was over, think again. Evelyn isn't the type to back down quietly, and Jennifer has made it clear she's ready to defend her reputation at all costs. Jackie's trying to mediate, Malaysia's staying cautious, and producers are reportedly scrambling to secure both women for a post-season reunion special that could break the internet. But until that happens, the speculation continues, and the drama only grows louder. Fans are dissecting every post, every like, every caption for hidden meanings. Even the cast's silence is making noise. This feud might have started as a misunderstanding, but it's evolved into a saga. One that has reshaped friendships, divided fans, and redefined what it means to keep it real in front of the cameras. If you've been following this roller coaster from the start, now's your time to weigh in. Whose side are you on, Evelyn's or Jennifer's? Was this the ultimate betrayal or the long overdue truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're here for the real tea, and make sure you subscribe, because the story isn't over yet. The next episode might just change everything. Stay tuned. The next chapter of this BBWLA drama is about to make reality TV history.